Hello, creators, and welcome to Rediscovering Be Something Wonderful, where we pull timeless classics from deep within our video archives that not only inspire you, they empower you. Because what you're about to hear isn't just another reminder to visualize harder or imagine more. Rather, it's the truth that your imagination is the one and only reality. You're not picturing reality from the outside. You're creating it from within. Every scene, every person, every moment is the reflection of one thing: who you say and assume you are. You don't chase it. You don't change it. You choose it. You assume it, and it is so. Because nothing exists until you assume it. And all of it, every bit of it, is you. Now, let's open the video vault once again and revisit this timeless classic. A reminder that who you say and assume you are creates worlds and your entire life experience instantly. Welcome back to Be Something Wonderful. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Creators, welcome back. I didn't have any sessions yesterday, but the day before, a topic came up with one of my clients, that said, Tom, if everything's an illusion, if the 3D world's an illusion, what's the point? And this has come up many times, guys, and I really want to hit this idea today and more. Here's what I want to say. The 3D world is an experience of consciousness. It's not so much that it's not about being real or unreal. Everything is real because everything is love. Everything is consciousness, right? Everything is an experience of that love, and how you experience that love is unique to you. And that's what you're calling an illusion. And remember, in the dictionary, illusion says an incorrect or wrong perception, or a deception, or a false belief or idea. All of those are right or correct if you want to look at it that way. They're all probably definitions of illusion. But remember, in A Course in Miracles talks about this. And they even use the word illusion. What are they pointing to? They're pointing to that the perception, the true perception of consciousness is love, is peace, is that wholeness of God. That's the true perception, right? But then, so what you're seeing in the world is an experience of that love. It's not the true perception. The true perception is just light and just love. So really, even the idea that it's a false idea or a false belief, that's another great definition of illusion. Because it is, because the only belief is that you're unlimited, that you're light, that you're love, that you're peace. That's the true consciousness. Everything else is an experience, so it's not really a definition between what's real or unreal. Everything's real. Everything you experience is real to you, but it's an experience of that one love, of that one God. Let's really unpack this today. It's because we always want to divide things up and categorize and judge them and put them in pockets and buckets in 3D reality that we create these illusions, right? We want to divide up God. We want to judge love. We want to divide it. It's an experience of everything. Remember, it's all relative. That's why they call it the world of relativity. So we divide it into seen, physical, objective, and what we call real, versus unseen, versus non-physical, versus subjective or unreal. But what's the truth here? The truth is that the seen, the physical, is real, and the unseen, the non-physical, is real. But they're both subjective. They're both all perception. It's not about illusion or right or wrong. Nothing exists outside of your experience of it. Nothing exists outside of your experience of consciousness. And that's why sometimes we say your consciousness, but it's just consciousness. It's all one, right? And an experience cannot exist independent of the experiencing of it. So there's nothing outside of your experience. There's nothing outside of consciousness. Like joy or sadness are only joy or sadness to the extent they are experienced. Joy and sadness doesn't exist outside the experience of it. Just like anything else that you see, touch, feel, hear, smell, whatever in 3D reality doesn't exist outside your experience of it. There's no difference. When I talked about this in an early video, there's no difference between a red, juicy apple than sadness or joy. Neither one exists. There's no objective reality. There's no experience. They don't exist outside their experience of it. I really want to hit this today. Let's cover it like we never have before. Consciousness doesn't know the difference between real and imagined. Right? So there's no such thing as unreal. If you can desire it and imagine it, it exists. It exists on some plane of existence, some plane of reality. Remember, consciousness includes all possibilities, all realities. They're all happening right now. And you, as a multidimensional being, are part of all of them, in all of it. Wow. There's no distinction is made. Everything is real because everything is consciousness. Right? 3D reality, physical reality, is imagination manifested or consciousness conditioned. Hear this. So what you're calling an illusion, that it doesn't matter, of course it matters. Your experience of consciousness matters to you, right? But it's the love. The point is that there's only love underneath it. There's only peace. So if you're experiencing something unlike that, then you're conditioning it in a way that's not true to what the ultimate reality represents. The ultimate reality is love, is God, is peace. That's the real reality. Your experience of it depends on you, right? 3D reality, physical reality is imagination manifested. It is imagination manifested, or consciousness conditioned. Therefore, everything is imagination. Everything is real, and what you perceive in 3D is manifested. So really, the only distinction is what's real and what's manifested. But everything that manifested is real. So everything's real. Everything's ultimate reality. Wow. Very powerful today. So God, all that is, infinite intelligence, is one. There's no separation. But when we say that, sometimes you go, well, I feel separated. Why? Well, you are an individualized aspect or soul of I am, of God, of infinity. You are separate, but you're never separated. Big. Can you get this? If you get this, then you've got it. That was brilliant. If you get this, then you got it. Meaning you're separate, but you're never separated. You're one with it all. I and my Father are one. The Father is greater than I. That's what Jesus meant. So you can enjoy your personalized aspect of divinity, being who you are. You're an individualized aspect, a son of God. I am of God, infinity, all that is. There's no separation, but you are separate, but you're never separated. I and my Father are one. The Father is greater than I. You exist as an individualized soul, as an I am, as the one great I am at the same time. So at the same time, you exist as the individualized soul, the I am, and as the one great I am. You're both. And remember, within you, everything's a hologram, including yourself. Everything that the universe, the 3D world, God, consciousness is a hologram. Within every part of that hologram contains the whole. The whole of infinity is contained within you. Every possible possibility, every reality is playing out right now, and it's all within you. And it's everywhere. That's what we mean by non-local, and it's happening right now, and it's all time. Wow, that's big. So let's keep hitting this. Remember, there's our red apple. There's no difference between an imagined apple and a real apple. Do you see this? There is no difference. We're the ones that make those distinctions. And that's why imagination doesn't feel real to us, right? Both are perceptions or experiences within or of consciousness. Hear this. Whether you're perceiving it in 3D or imagining it in your imagination, they both are perceptions. One's an inner perception, one's an outer perception, and they're experiences within or of consciousness. And really, they're both inner. They're actually, hear this, they're both inner perceptions because there's nothing outside of you, outside of consciousness. The 3D apple appears more real because you give it more importance in reality to that which you can perceive with your 3D senses. The 3D apple appears more real because you give more importance, more reality, more solidity, more everything to that which you can perceive with your 3D senses. This creates a greater focus on the physical world. However, that does serve us, because without that focus, we would be everything, everywhere, all at once, just like the movie, and we wouldn't even know what side is up, right? So this linear focus prevents every thought or image you have from manifesting or becoming real in 3D instantly. That's why we focus. But you can loosen your focus, you can loosen your grip on linear time. You can loosen these core beliefs so you can experience more of really of everything that you are, more of infinity, right? Wow, that's powerful today. So anything you can imagine is real on some plane of reality, or you wouldn't be able to imagine it. Everything exists within you. You wouldn't be able to imagine it, desire, or even think about it unless it existed and was playing out right now on another plane. But it's all happening right now. Just like a nighttime dream. Just like a nighttime dream, your waking dream of everyday life is all happening within you. When you're sleeping at night, you see these people, the house, the money, the trees, whatever. These images appear real and separate from you when you're dreaming. And then you wake up and go, oh, it was just a dream. But what does that mean? It means that you created it all within you. But it seemed very real while you were dreaming, unless you were lucid dreaming, where you understand that you're dreaming. Right? And that's what we want to do. We want to wake up in the daydream, right? The waking dream. And we want to lucidly live. It's all real and it's all happening within you. Here's the daydream. It all appears separate, just like a nighttime dream. But is it separate? No, it's all happening where? Within you. It's no different than your nighttime dream. Wow, this is big. It's all real. It's all reality. It's what the difference is how you experience it. Big, it's all real, and it's all happening within you. Whew, that's big today. Nothing happens independent of you. Everything is a reflection or a mirror of consciousness. You are always co-creating with your higher self, or the one. Hear this. It's your higher self. We spend so much time, and one of you that I talked to a few days ago was trying to interpret your dreams, was really concerned with your dreams. We spend more time being preoccupied and looking for signs and synchronicities and messages from our dreams than we do from our waking dream, our waking life. Because during your waking life, that's your higher self communicating with you, giving you all sorts of signs. Look around. What are you experiencing at that moment? That's a sign. That's a message from your higher self telling you something. You're always creating with your higher self, with your infinite self. What does that mean then? That means you're co-creating with infinity, with everything and everybody. Wow, that's big. It's always sending you messages, signs, synchronicities in the form of your everyday experiences. Yet, we spend all our time trying to figure out our dreams when we're really getting the messages right now, right? And just because you don't perceive something in 3D reality doesn't mean it's not real. If you can imagine, desire, or think of it, then it's real and it exists as an alternative reality for sure, right? It has to be real to manifest in any given alternative reality. You wouldn't even be thinking of it, dreaming it, desiring it if it wasn't real, if it didn't exist right now. You wouldn't be able to think of it. You wouldn't be able to have the thought. You wouldn't be able to imagine it. You wouldn't be able to desire it, right? It has to be real to manifest in any given alternative reality. Wow, this is big today. What you can imagine and desire implies there's an alternative version of you in an alternative reality, all real, experiencing it right now. When you desire, imagine something, that implies there is a you, there is someone, and it's you that's living that out. It's all real and experiencing it right now. Someone, you, is experiencing what you are imagining, desiring. That's where you get the feeling of desiring. That's where that feeling of desire comes from, right? That's why you can only desire and imagine what's already yours. Do you hear this? That's why, because that means there is someone living that out, and that someone is you. It's an alternative you. Otherwise, you wouldn't be able to imagine or desire it. It's playing out right now. It's experiencing it, right? Otherwise, you'd never be able to desire it or be aware of it, period. It would never come to your awareness. It would never even be a thought. Unless it was possible, unless it was real, unless it was playing out right now. Wow. Therefore, it's really not about manifesting or attracting anything, but rather shifting to the identity and alternative reality where your desired and imagined reality is waiting for you. In other words, there's an alternative you waiting for you to wake up and recognize it, right? It's already happening. It's waiting for you. Everything you want is waiting for you, but you look around, and the miracle, like Seth said, and that was channeled through the Seth material, that was channeled through Jane Roberts. You sit in the miracle of you and looking for signs and synchronicities outside. It's all you. The miracle of you. There's nothing outside of you. It's not about it's you moving to that reality. And we're going to cover this today, how you do that. Remember, because the 3D world is not separate from you, self or consciousness, changing identity or self equals a change in the outer world. A change in you, a change in your identity, a change in your self equals a change in the outer world, because there is no separation. Yes, you're separate. You're an individualized aspect, but you're not separated. Wow. Stop looking for it, waiting for it, chasing it. Feel it with love. Feel it with gratitude as the self that already is it. Identify with it. There's a you living that out. But chasing it, waiting for it makes no sense. Looking for it makes no sense. Just feel it. Feel it with what? Feel it with love. Feel it with gratitude as the self that already is it. Identify with it. So how do you do it? That's what we're going to cover today. I've hit this in a few videos, earlier videos, but I'm really covering it today in sort of a different way, maybe a little bit more detailed. How to do it. First of all, set your intention, desire. What is the version you want to be? What is it you want? That's the version. Once you identify that, identify with your I am and your higher self. Go to a neutral place. Get in that alpha state, right? A very relaxed state. I just simply get in a very relaxed state, not even a state akin to sleep. Just extremely relaxed. I close my eyes. I relax. I breathe easy. I breathe deeply. Right? Breathe easily. Breathe deeply. And don't condition it. Just rest in that I am. Let thoughts and feelings come up. Whatever thoughts and feelings come up, just let them be. Rest in that I am. Start there. Be still and know. Be still and know what? Be still and know that you are God, that you are I am, that you are that higher self, that you're an individualized aspect of all that is, that you are separate but not separated. Do that. That's your first step. Second step, see it within. Imagine the desired version of yourself experiencing that desired reality effortlessly. It's an version of you already. It's real. This is effortless. Why? Because it's you. It's a version of you already living it. Just see it for now. See, you're looking at it right now. You're just going to be looking at it. Remember, you don't have to effort for this. The image is already there. Receive the image. See it within. Receive it. You don't even have to conjure it up. It's already there. Just see it, right? Based on your intention. It's real. Give it time. Give it space. Give it attention within. Identify with that new you. Now you're just going to identify with it. You're going to see it. You're going to receive it. You're going to perceive it within. Remember, reality is received within. Doesn't matter what we're talking about, right? Then the third step, feel it real. Now feelings come in. When you feel something, you trust it, right? When we feel, we trust our feelings, right? So feeling gives you that trust. Feeling gives you a deeper identification with that version of yourself. So you're going to see it. And now you're going to feel it. You're going to feel what? You're going to feel gratitude. You're going to feel appreciation. You're going to feel the love of that alternative version of yourself. But also touch, taste, smell, whatever in imagination. Bite into that apple. That big juicy apple, right? Or if it's a rose, smell the rose, right? In your imagination. Deepen your identification with the new you through feeling. Then just be the new you. Occupy it. Enter the image. You're going to now enter it. You're going to look as that new version of yourself. You're going to think from that new version of yourself. That new reality through the imaginal eyes. Think from it. You are now in the image, right? Wow, powerful today. And then fifth, and probably the most important, dwell in fulfillment, right? Dwell in your new reality. Rest in the fulfillment. Rest in that version of yourself. It's done. You are in Barbados. You are in the Sabbath. It's not even acting as if, because you are that already. You've entered the version. You're done. Instead of worrying about acting as if, stop acting like you're not. Right? Instead of it, forget about acting as if. It's not about that. It's just acting like you're not it. Stop doing that. Right? Stop acting like you're not already that. And how do you normally do that? Because you react to the old manifested reality. So it's not even about acting as if. It's just stop acting as if you're not by reacting to the old reality, by wondering what's going on, right? Give no importance or relevance to any conditions or events that contradict your new reality. The way things are in 3D at the moment, here's the key, are no longer who you are now. And just like an earlier client that I've talked about, she lives in infamy here in faith. You don't live there anymore. You don't live there anymore. You are not that anymore. Wow. Nothing really is as it seems, right? It's what you imagine it to be. I am your host, Tom Kearin, and this is the Be Something Wonderful studio of higher consciousness, where we help you level up and become the best version of yourself. Don't forget to subscribe, hit the notification button, like and share our videos. That's how we get our message out. Follow us on Facebook at Be Something Wonderful. We have a group called the Be Something Wonderful Ambassadors. It's growing really great every day. This is where you can share insight and guidance and also ask for insight and guidance and give it, and you can share stories. It's a wonderful metaphysical group. Also, you can join us on Instagram at Tom Kearin, Twitter at Tom Kearin, or just for all of that information and much more, just visit our website at tomkearin.com or besomethingwonderful.com. With great love, with great light, and infinite gratitude, creators, see you soon.